part 2 of Alone with You. And let's see, we're getting ready to go in and talk to Winnie Laurier, the communications expert who we found out about yesterday. And in the last episode, we found out a little bit about her, so we'll go over that just in case you're skipping and didn't actually see the first video. Let's see, I did take notes. Okay. She's the communications director, but she doesn't communicate well with other people. And, like, in real life, like, not the hologram, although that would be her personality anyway. But she read a lot and didn't make friends easily. And the more that she stayed away from people, the more that they stayed away from her. So she was kind of antisocial. She had issues with that. There may be one person that she liked. We found a book that she'd been writing using a kind of a pseudonym character, Paula B, who was struggling with something called the Dark. I think that was probably depression. That's just a theory, though. Could be wrong. And she talks about having one friend who was a guy, William King, who was the maintenance chief in Colony B. This one that we're at is Colony A. So we know a little bit about her. But now we're actually going to go in and talk to her in the holosim chamber. And okay, one thing also, the AI told us that these holosims that are, they're the personalities and feelings and emotions and everything, they're like in a way, they're the actual people that live, but they don't know what happened after they were scanned in. They don't know like how they died or, anything like that. They may not even know that they did die. So we kind of have to be careful with that, and, like, not hurt them. But the people that we find out about, like, out in the world, may actually, like, not, they may not be entirely the same person. Because we don't know if, like, this holosim actually even met the guy, William King, much less, like, actually knew him. I mean, so, yeah. Okay, anyway, alright, so we'll go to the holosim chamber and see what's in there. And now we're going to find out how much like Soma this actually is. If Winnie comes alive and tries to kill me, then yeah, it's a lot more like Soma than I thought. Okay. Oh, hi there. Don't mind me, I just need to finish these calculations. I'll be done in a moment. Yeah, AI told me about your trip today. Did you find those items that you need? Okay, so she knows, I guess, about what's going on. Okay, said of course. I said yes. That's good. I'm sure the AI will be able to help you get what you need in the end. Anyway, I think I'm done here for now. I guess let's just have a seat on the sofa. I can use a break. That's glass. The AI has it all working quite a bit. We can simulate pretty much whatever we need in here to figure out how best to help you. Whatever you scan out there, the AI can give to each of us in here so we can keep working. It's a pretty smart setup, really. I chose to make my work environment this room. That's how I remember my old apartment back on Earth. Is that weird? Ooh, no why? A little, not at all. So it looks like, oh, this is probably the romance part of it. That's probably why the main character, you can't really tell whether it's a guy or a girl, because they can be either based on who you are, and you're trying to hit on that. Okay, anyway, or I'm reading too much into it. Okay. So do we be nice, or do we be yeah, that's kind of weird, you weirdo? Yeah, of course. Do we be nice? No, why? No, let's go with not at all. Thank you for saying that. It's not the most practical choice, but having all my old books here in this old sofa, it feels like home. So apparently even back on Earth, in her little apartment, she was read a lot of stuff. Anyway, the AI must certainly be keeping you busy as well, so I'm glad you're here. And since you are, well, what would you like to talk about? We have 3 things to talk about: ships, comms, the colony, and you pick. Let's go with ships, comms. We'll start there. Well, as I'm sure the AI explained, my job is to help you get the escape ship's communication system repaired so you don't blast out into space with no voice. Even if everything else is functioning, you wouldn't want to be out there with no way to contact anyone. I think I'd rather be adrift than not have a working radio. Okay, that's another thing kind of about her, because she still was trying to reach out to people. So she wanted to be friends with people, but apparently she just didn't know how. We also found some books about like how to make friends and influence people, basically. So she was trying to learn how, she was just incapable for some reason. Except for William King. So here, I think kind of in a way, she's saying that, you know, like, she'd rather just be like, you know, I mean, she wants to be able to communicate with people, the working radio. But I think the AI's plan is sound. If you can contact someone from a shipping lane, you can hopefully arrange a pickup. Kind of like thumbing a ride back on Earth, I guess. I never did that, now that I think of it. I definitely was too, well, afraid to try it. Anyway, sorry. I'm talking too much. Odd, I don't think I ever talked this much before when I was real, alive. I wonder why that is. Do you want to talk about anything else? Okay, let's go with the colony. We had as much a chance as anyone at making this work. In the end, I don't think I could quite believe that it was going to fail. We all arrived here when 2048. What year is it now? What do I answer? No, 2054. Wow, so 16 years. So much has happened, and there are so much needless lost. So these guys have been up here for 16 years. Close your mouth. By the time we all arrived here in 2048, the remote colony building systems had all the basics ready. Most people were pretty excited to get started. But I had a harder time adjusting. Space travel will do that to some people, at least that's what the head psychologist, Ms. Bouchard, told me. So she was seeing a psychologist when she got here. Something about how close everybody was, you know? It was easy to feel trapped. We trained for all that, of course, but the real thing is different. Do you want to talk about anything else? Yeah. Oh, well, as you can probably tell, I'm not great at small talk, but okay, let's see. How about books? Do you read much? Let's go voraciously. Oh, well, me too. I mean, obviously. You might have noticed that, I guess, since apparently you found a bunch of my books. The AI told me about that, and she kind of smiled right there. I really like adventure stories, big, complicated ones. I suppose it helps deal with the relative closeness of living in the colony. I could imagine I was anywhere, and the Hudson Cartier manual said that escape was important to thriving in a remote colony. I suppose that's partly why we were equipped with this holosim chamber. It wasn't standard issue, so the higher-ups must have felt it was important. There were programs that we all brought with us. I don't know much about what the other people did in there. Maybe some took exotic vacations. I think we'll find out what 3 of them did. Okay. William, I mean, Maintenance Chief King. Oh, she looks sad. Okay, I think he had some version of his wife right now. She didn't come with him. She stayed on Earth. Ooh. Okay. So, her only friend was a guy named William, who was a maintenance chief and who was married, but his wife was on Earth. Okay. He never said anything about it, but I could tell that it got to him. I mean, it did to all of us, but most of us were, well, alone. So he was alone. Okay. Normally, Hudson Cartier wouldn't allow colonists to be separated from their loved ones. They came as a package or they didn't go at all. Kept stressed down, they said. But William, well, he was a bit older and the best candidate for the job. I suppose HC knew how important it was to the mission, Hudson Cartier. Damn, I wonder what his wife was doing if she's still alive back on Earth. I wonder if she knows what happened to us. Oh, that they're dead, I think. So she's worried about his... Okay, maybe she didn't actually have a crush on him. Maybe they were just like friends and he was the only person that she could talk to. Okay. Anyway, so you were in the comms relay today. I don't know what was it like out there. So she changing the subject because of talking about his wife, or because they're all dead, including her. Okay. It was down. It was empty, or show pages. Do you want to show her the book that she wrote and ask her about it? Probably. Yeah. Okay. You what? Oh, her mouth opening. Oh, you found a notebook, didn't you? With a story in it? Oh no, that's embarrassing. Yeah, especially that one part. Yeah, that notebook was mine. I was writing stories to pass the time and to deal with things like depression. I always wanted to write a book, but I never did. I guess I figured it was my only chance to try. I knew it wasn't very good. I know it wasn't very good. I guess I was trying to put my thoughts and, my feelings into some kind of relatable way. But that was probably pretty obvious. It's funny though. Now that I think of it, I don't know how that story ends. I can't remember everything that I wrote. But, what did you think of what you read? I mean, if you read it, and she looks away. I thought it sucks, but I can't tell her that. She's dead. Yeah, okay, it was good. Really? Oh, look, she's happy. She's looking at me again. Or my helmet. Really? Well, thanks. I appreciate you saying so. That means a lot. I'm lying. What else did you think about the comms relay? It was damp. The acidic rain must really be wearing it down, and that was one factor that we couldn't properly account for. Hudson Cartier knew of the weather systems on the planet, of course. It had a decade's worth of survey data with which to plan for this project. So, that's what it was. But I guess a decade only tells you so much. The systems changed and the acidic rain became much worse and much more frequent. I'd be surprised if any of the structures there didn't suffer damage. In Colony B we had it the worst. Things eroded so fast. The comms relay seemed relatively intact, but even so, it was tough to keep the equipment working. I can still feel the chill of that place somehow. Maybe it's a good thing when you have that scarf. It's warm, it's stylish, or do you want it? Oh, she's got glasses. Let's be nice. Do you want it? Thanks. Oh yeah, that's actually kind of cruel. Hey, you're a hologram and you're dead. Do you want this scarf? Okay. Thanks, but I don't really feel the cold anymore, not in a real sense. That's nice of you to offer it. Yeah, it was nice. You like me. Okay, what else did you think about the comms relay? What do I choose? Okay, it was empty. There are 5 towers in the relay. You must have been in Tower A. It never was completed. The relay was designed to be redundant, so not everything is in one place. And there are always backups of critical systems. I was the one who designed it, or consulted on the key components back on Earth. But not everything was built to spec. I remember there were some issues with some of the drones. We lost some capabilities, so we had to think on our feet. That's why Tower A is only half finished. Seems like almost nothing with the way it was supposed to. It's so awful to think about all those people. I know, don't be upset, or, don't be upset. It's just that we seem to have it all figured out, as if we didn't. What does that say? Are we doomed to fail? It certainly seemed that way. So is there like some kind of deeper meaning to this? Like Hudson Cartier knew? I mean, were they just cutting corners to like try to save money and they caused this? Or did they plan it? Was this all supposed to happen? So, kind of sounds selfish, but as I work in here, I keep thinking about the fact that I'm here and yet, well, I'm not. Oh, here we go. Summertime. I think I feel I can see you, obviously, and it all seems real, but I'm not here, am I? I'm not really around anymore. Okay, so she can see him or me, but can she touch them? I mean, is it like all the senses or just, well, I mean, it's a hologram, so probably not. Okay, I'm not really around anymore. So obviously something happened. I mean, the real me. But I can only remember so far back. I guess the AI's version of me only accounts for so much. It's like a backup, I suppose. The me you see, this is the most recent version, but does it count? Does any of this matter if I'm not even real? Yes, of course. Don't worry. You are to me. Ah, come on. Okay, you are to me. Okay thing. It means a lot that you think so, that you came here to talk to me. I mean, not just for words. Look, I don't want to keep you here. Considering all that you have to worry about, you need to rest, and you still have so much to do. You need to rest. Okay. But, do you mind to, well, see if you can find out what happened to me? Maybe find some kind of record of what I went through? Do I promise? Do I say I'll try, or do I say I'm sorry? Of course I'm gonna do it. I mean, okay, I'll promise. I promise. Thank you, lets you smile. Thank you. Maybe we can talk about it some more the next time I see you. Take care for now. Oh. That looks like an eye. Hello. Hello. Okay. So we're back in the Hollow Sim Chamber. Musicless. We're exiting the Hollow Sim Chamber. And it's now inaccessible. And pretty much everything is inaccessible. Can we go anywhere? There's the little drones. I'm sorry, little buddy. Little J-Face. And Darth Vader is somewhere in the background. Okay, AI core is inaccessible. Just have to make sure. Okay. Can we like do anything new? Probably not. It's dark. Yeah, core had to turn off all the power to everything to run the Hollow Sims. Go to bed for the night. And that is acidic rain. That is apparently the disaster or whatever. Okay, day 2. The big disaster. This acidic rain is burning everything. Or melting everything. Good morning. I received notice that the Hollow Sim chamber had been successfully accessed. How did it go? Really well, not great, or it was okay. Really well. No, my controller is making weird noise. That's wonderful to hear. I hope Miss Laurier was able to give you some helpful information on repairing the escape ship. See, okay, so the AI core doesn't know what you talked about in here. Which may come into play later when the AI core turns out to be evil and tries to kill you like Hal. Or maybe that doesn't happen. I don't know. Okay, I received information from Miss Laurier's construct this morning after I returned to a full waking state. Whatever happened in there, it appeared to have helped her problem solve a bit more effectively in regards to the escape ship. Whatever happened in there. It's like she's accusing me of something. I did not touch the hologram. I'm already crunching numbers on her idea. I think this plan of ours is going to really help us out. In any event, you can return the core when you're ready. I've got some new mission options for you today. We've got mission options now. Okay, look at your bed. It's not the most comfortable bed, but it's all we have for you. Place with nobody around, you don't need to worry about it. It's up here. Yeah, I could be a snob. Okay, same kind of standard terminals you'll find around the... Can't spare the power sector for use at this time. Okay, we've already seen my color. Wait, you left it... Oh, yeah, okay. See, I am a totally voracious reader. The shelf is full of titles on a variety of topics, including sociology, terraforming, and engineering. I'll never understand why people prefer physical books to their digital counterparts. And yet, I have an entire shelf full of physical books. So, basically, he's conflicted. Does not understand himself. Could be schizophrenia. I don't know. That may be what leads to, something at the end. What is it? Okay. I have no idea what that means. Is there can we enter that somewhere? There's JJ too. Okay. So let's see if we can go check out the ship yet. Probably not. Yep. Still inaccessible. Let's go see the AI for it. See what she's up to. That's probably Lindsay. AI core sounds so informal. Okay, Lindsay. Now you've been to the comms relay, we have the holosim chamber working. I think it's time to branch out a bit. You have a few choices. Why don't you branch out a bit, Lindsay? First, we can try to recover plant material at the agrodome. We need to start equipping the spaceship with material for the food processor. Leslie Barrage ran the agrodome, so if you head there today, you can meet her tonight in the holosim chamber. Next is what the colonists call the caves, our energy mining and processing center. The mine is available to visit. We could use more resources for fuel. Resource manager Jean Lumumba was responsible for energy production, so if you head there, you'll see him tonight in the holosim chamber. I'm thinking agrodome still. Okay, next is Bell Colony D. Due to recent shifts, it's finally accessible again, although I am reluctant to send you there. It's likely in a terrible state, but it might still have parts we can salvage for the escape ship's rescuers. Unfortunately, we have no choice but to check. If you do visit there, you'll get to meet Director Pierre Capone tonight in the holosim chamber. You might not like what we discovered, though. Discovering more about each colonist is a key to our survival. The more you can connect with their constructs, the more help they'll be to us. When you're ready, you can head south to the shuttle bay to plot a course to one of the areas. You know what, Lindsay? Let's see if we can actually do it. No, okay. This is just to reduce her time. In case we missed any of that. But we didn't miss any of that. So we have 3 options. And the ship singer is not one of them. Actually, probably not the other. Okay, got it. The drones were built to be multi-purpose and use software to configure their specialties and routines. They were very versatile. Winnie, come back. To this shuttle bay. Right. Oh, there it is. Okay. The agrodome. I'm thinking we're gonna go with the agrodome. Okay, there's Colony D. Pierre. Mission complete. So it looks like we can't go back there. I don't know how we're gonna find out more about her. Oh, probably Colony B, where William was working. If we can't go back to the communications place. Okay, to the K's. Here's John. That one is currently inaccessible. So we can go with Pierre, Jean, or Leslie. I think we're gonna go with Leslie. Oh yeah, supercar. You can like move the car kind of. Can you shoot anything? Or, no, you just move the car. Grow dome in the facility where the colonists used advanced hydroponics to grow base foods for processing. You can't see it from the ground, but the top of the building is like a giant round basin. It was designed to catch the rainfall and collect it. That's probably not a good idea if it's acid rain. Top layer of the building processes the rain to remove its acidic elements and treat it to be potable and suitable for plants. Okay, maybe the top layer of the building. Once you're inside, you should be able to see the various grow rooms, but my readings seem off. Something's not entirely right. Lindsay's like a little happy face over there. Okay, we're gonna get out of the rain and go into the agroponics dome. That's not right. The decontamination chamber you're in should be scanning you and clearing the air of toxins before you enter to protect the operation inside. It doesn't appear to be working correctly. Be careful in there. Did we save recently? Okay, based on what I'm reading, the facility appears to be in quite a state, or seems to be in quite a state. Remember, we're here to find salvageable plant samples we can use to keep the food processors running here until we escape. But first, you should find something that would indicate what the crew we're dealing with. Try looking for research notes on tables or desks. Okay, so we are in the agroponics dome. I think we're going to go ahead and leave this episode here. And before we start exploring this, because I think this one's going to be a little bit bigger than the communications area. It definitely has more doors. See, look, there's one door. There's another door. Apparently cannot get over to it. There are so many doors. I'm confused. Leafy Greens Chamber 2. Oh, that means that there's a Leafy Greens Chamber 1. No, we shall not let. Not yet. Okay, so just pretend we didn't walk around. Just came out of the decontamination chamber. And we're gonna go ahead and leave this episode here. I am TMN the Gamer. This was the Winnie chapter. Okay, like, subscribe, comment, all that. And also subscribe to CNC the Gamer and Strict Gaming. And have a good day.